All right, shalom, shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakar giving double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom taught me this truth. Salutes and honors to the elect brothers across the four corners who are enduring in both truth and in sincerity, all the men and women who follow. This is the brother of Christ off from the fountain of living waters, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. This lesson being entitled "The Average American Can't See It Being Destroyed," and that it is America, Babylon, Sodom, Egypt, Rome, all rolled into one. This new uh, kingdom of the Chaldees Excellency, which we call America, all right, which is known as Babylon in the Bible, right? Because it's in the land of confusion, all right. Um, and it's set to be destroyed. All right, and it's going to be destroyed in this third world war, which is a nuclear war. All right, which is heating up. So, as I said, the average American can't see it being destroyed. They can't see the destruction, you know. But uh, the spirit is out there. All right, the Lord has put the spirit on America to be cognitive of the war, but still doubt, if that makes sense. And I'll try to clear that up here a little bit more. Excuse me. But so there was a list that was released not too long ago when you know Trump went ahead and you know bombed Iran, and this is the same list that has been released before. The 15 cities that are the greatest risk of a nuclear attack, and of course Omaha, Nebraska is on this list. And most of these places aren't even like big cities, but these are the places. The bottom of the list is big cities, I would say, but all these places are where in these top half are where their nuclear silos are. Omaha, in particular, we have a Air Force base where the president, if there's any uh, stress or danger, the president would fall back to our Air Force base here in Bellevue, Nebraska. All right, during 9/11, he actually came here, Bush, that is. So that's why Omaha, Nebraska is on this list. Now, I say all of that to give you a story time about today. So today, um, it's the first Wednesday of the month. Of course, the sirens go off. They test for tornadoes. They test the sirens. You know, as a tornado warning system. So as the sirens are going off, you see all these different posts coming up on Facebook of people making light of it. All right, so let's get an example here. This guy, and he always has some funny stuff, but it says, "Dog, they just dropped the effing bomb in Omaha," and he goes to the check the comments, and yeah, so it's a game. It's a game, right? About to cause mass hysteria. I thought you was gonna fart. See, I was on my way to the pawn shop. I just knew it was gonna be some BS. See, dropping the F bomb is crazy. Yeah, see, like Jake don't got no care for the prophecies. They don't know about the prophecies. They don't care for the prophecies. You know, so the unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness. You know, and let's keep this going because it's not just this guy. You had other people who were saying stuff as well. I got a screenshot here that we'll take a look at. So you got this gal, Adela Torres says, "I think it's over, guys. I heard it too." Speaking about the sirens, and then you got this proud chick right here. Their missiles would never even reach us in Nebraska, as stated by my veteran Marine of a husband. I hope this is impeccably clear. Bitch, America's gonna be destroyed. Iranian missiles may not be able to hit America, but this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the World War III. Wait till Russia gets involved. Russia can touch America. Wait till China gets involved. China can touch America. Wait till Jeremiah comes to pass, where it says, "All these that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrow." Everyone's going to shoot their missiles on America. I guarantee you, they're going to hit. They're not going to have to pass the come from the eastern seaboard or the western seaboard. They're going to come from the heavens, all right, from outer space. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday who don't believe that America can be touched. That's just not the average American's mindset. But you know what can be touched? This oil, because this the Persian Gulf, the Strait of Hormuz, right? This little patch of water right here, all right. 20% of the world's oil comes out of here from Iraq, from Saudi Arabia. Is going to have to come through here, and Iran shut it down. And because Iran shut it down, now gas is. Last week, um, gas gas is always it's more expensive in the hood, you know. So by my house, it was like 256. But if you drive just a little bit further, I seen it as low as like maybe 323, you know. And then if you had E85 last week, I seen it as low as like 178 for the E85. After this stuff, 299, $3. And on the low end, even the E85 was up to like $2.10. They want to hit you with a cyber attack, they can hit you with that. That'll touch you. If they want to mess up the banking system, that'll touch you. But like I said, once Russia and China get involved, once the scripture comes to pass where uh, they eat their bread. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Bear with me. The Obadiah. Yeah, Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and have prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Right? So you're gonna have men of that confederacy, people who are confederate, people who are in league with America right now, all right, deceive America, all right, and prevail against America, right? So they're gonna lay a wound in America, okay? They're gonna be part of the crew to shoot their missiles on America, France and Great Britain, all right, American allies. They're gonna shoot missiles on America. It's all prophesied. It's all set to come to pass, right? Hey, and not even that, but let's check this out because we can't doubt this. She had a good point.
I keep hearing people say that Iran is going to attack the United States. Iran is not going to attack the United States. The United States is going to attack the United States and then blame Iran. We've already been here before.
Exactly.
I keep hearing people say that Iran is going to attack the United States.
Exactly. They're known for these false flag attacks. They did it before. Why wouldn't they do it again? That's the most uh, reasonable place to go. But again, to these people, you know, who have nothing but jokes, who can't see it coming to pass. You know, the scripture says, Luke 6:25, woe unto you that are full, for you shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. It's all good and games and fun and jokes now until it's time for the missiles to hit, until it's time for martial law to come through and take over, until it's time for uh, robot dogs to, freaking chase you down, until it's time for you to put a chip in your hand. That's when it's going to get real. But by then, it's going to be too late. All right. Um, as Isaiah 13:5, it says, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of His indignation to destroy the whole land." Yeah, they're going to destroy America. They're going to come from the edges of the earth, from all around the world. All right, they're going to go into outer space, then re-enter our atmosphere over the top of America, and land and hit their mark. Right, and then she'll miss. All right, 100,000 missiles. All right, we'll get this last precept and end it with this. This is Second Peter 3:10. It says, "But the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night." Right, it's going to come as a thief in the night. So people who aren't watching, what did the scripture say? If the good man had I always butcher this statement or this scripture. If the good man had watched, he would have known what hour the thief would come. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. So if you watching right now, you know what time it is. You know we ain't got too much time in this place. You've seen the lunar eclipse or the lunar eclipse that happened. I think it was like last night. All right, prophecies is lining up. Everything is going down. All right, so keep your faith in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. I'll read the rest of this. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right? That's speaking about that great noise. That's the missiles and the sound is going to make. You know, it's a bone chilling sound when you feel that earthquake, the earth moving from the impact of those bombs. All right, and the Lord's going to save us right in the nick of time. He's going to save His elect. All right, it says, "In the earth also, and the works that are in shall be burned up." This place is never going to be inhabited again. This place is going to be utterly burned and destroyed for all the wickedness that it has projected all around the world. All right, for the evil that is done to the Lord's apple of the Lord's eye, His Negroes, Latinos, the Native Americans. All right, and this place is through. All right, the death sentence is already written. All right, we're just playing it out, and it's gonna play out soon. So, with that being said, Lord's well, this is edifying, and we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, giving double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutes and honors to the elect brothers across the four corners who are enduring in both truth and sincerity, of the men and the women who follow. Shalom.